Welcome to We Have Great News, your place to the latest and greatest news updates from around the globe. Hey all you cool cats and kittens, today is Sunday, April 26th, Quarantine Day 44, with your hosts,
Doug Buchanan.
And Luke Buchanan.
I can't wait for tomorrow. I have another big day planned of hand washing and Zoom happy hours. How about you?
Can I come into the out now?
No, not yet.
In top stories this week, President Trump offered remedies and cures beyond this cure from the week prior.
To give you the president's take, we'll let the remedy master speak for himself.
So, supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light, and I think you said that hasn't been checked, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that too. Sounds interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant that knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that? By injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets in the lungs and it does a tremendous number of lungs. So it'll be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors. But it sounds interesting to me.
Yeah, it sounds interesting to me too. You know, ideally speaking, the president of the United States and the stupidest person in the country would be two different people, but that's not the case. So when we asked Dr. Fauci for his take on it, this is his response. So Poison Control has reported an influx in calls related to the disinfectant ingestion, proving that Trump wasn't the only person who slept through science class. Thankfully, the medical people were paying attention.
I believe we've had the answers all along, and it starts with this guy. How did the movie Groundhog Day shift to the next day for Bill Murray? Have we tried that yet?
Well, Luke, so he breaks the cycle when he shifts his focus away from himself and starts helping others. That's exactly how we get through this. We start helping others.
In local news, 8th grade students from Springfield Township Middle School decorated their doors and yards while faculty and staff drove from house to house acknowledging each student whose school year abruptly ended. A sincere and special thanks to the teachers, family, and friends that turned out in support. It was great seeing everyone.
The COVID craze has canceled many events, so these country clubbers took to the streets to build their own pickleball court. An apparent quarantine side effect has men dressing like their spouses all the way down to the matching sneakers. For those of you who, like me, are wondering what this sport is, it's simple. It's pro catamount. But play with a shirt, a glass of rosé, with your pinky out. I'm so desperate for sports right now, Luke, that I'm about to acknowledge this as the next great sport in the U.S. With a third of 2020 in the rearview mirror, it got us thinking. If 2020 were a drink, it'd be a Jersey Turnpike. And honestly, with liquor stores closed right now, who doesn't want to drink that even?
As we look at the calendar and what's ahead, we have a parental advisory for all the dads across the globe. Your kids will not be bringing home handmade Mother's Day gifts from school this year. You have 14 days. Get to it.
Get on it, dads. Trending now, our girl Lisa from Gravity Hair Salon checked in with some of her ideas for your man so that he can shape up before Mother's Day. Gentlemen, the Harry and the Hendersons look is so last week. It's time to consider a new do or beard or stash. Here are some of her favorite top picks. First one, for those guys uncertain about what they want to do with their hair, Lisa recommends the question mark stash. We give it 4 Lisas out of 16. Definitely something intriguing, makes people take a second look and go, The next one is the all-around facial covering, the head wrap, as we like to call it. These are guys that don't have as much hair on top, but want to show off what they have, give them a little wrap, keep the front of their face warm. We give that 5 Lisas out of 16. One of my favorites, didn't rank nearly as high for Lisa, is the Dark Knight Bruce Wayne stash. That's right, folks. With an electric razor, you too can look just like the Dark Knight. We're giving that 6 Lisas out of 16. Not quite as far as we'd like to go, but definitely on its way. My favorite, the tennis ball cut. Who doesn't want a tennis ball cut? Our president's painting his face orange. Why not paint yours yellow? Bleach out the rest of it. Give that classic tennis ball look. With all the sports aside right now, you'll be a big hit. The zebra. 8 Lisas out of 16. 50% of the way there. Easy to do. Give yourself some lines. If you didn't do it back in the 80s or early 90s, now's your chance, folks. Hit the gray lines. But coming in with 16 out of 16 Lisas. Top the charts. It's her favorite. We call it the Ricardo. The Ricardo is for the refined gentleman. It's a classy look, business and party. Great for even going out and picking up a pizza. Clearly, Lisa's favorite. 16 out of 16 Lisa's approve.
My favorite, however, the forehead mustache, because one stash isn't enough.
Never enough. 2 stashes when at all possible.
In response to the backlash of their Wu-Tang slogan, the World Health Organization is now putting out feelers on pandemic is temporary. Pimpin is forever. Thoughts?
Pimpin is forever. Definitely comment below.
As we take a closer look at the protests from last week, we've drawn some conclusions based on what we saw. My body, my choice. The mask is not your problem.
No, definitely not. Or this woman with her sign. As if we needed a sign to tell us this. Get in line, sister. We can tell by looking at you need a haircut. But don't we all? We miss you, Gravity. Now on to sports news. The NFL draft took place this week with the Cincinnati Bengals using their first pick on quarterback Joe Burrow. Now, folks, tell me, doesn't Joe look like every Father Judge kid who ever drank Red Bull and vodkas at McNoodles or Casper's or Hammerheads? I think so. The Eagles surprised fans this week in the second round, and it still hurts. And if anybody needed more reasons to dislike Jerry Jones,
let me give you 2 more. First, his wife's smile, and second, that $250 million yacht he used to draft while everyone else is struggling.
Ridiculous. We hate you, Jerry.
But the big winner of the draft was Arizona Cardinals head coach Cliff Kingsbury, who showed off his thirst cabin on national TV. Who needs Tinder when you have a joint like this?
In response to the G.I. Joe exotic doll released last week, Mattel countered with the COVID Barbie. Barbie comes complete with Wuhan luggage, passport, N95 mask, and hand sanitizer. Lysol sold separately.
Now to our favorite, birthdays. We have some happy birthday greetings to send out this week. We wish we could be with you to celebrate, but know that we are here raising a glass on your honor. Happy birthday greetings go out to
Yesterday's birthdays, Kelly Miller, Nick Bennis, and the twincesses, Sophie and Maddie Stampone. Today we celebrated the great Speedy Morris, who turned 78, Morgan Pape of the famed College Park community, Lisa Gribben, and Will Palopoli, who celebrated his 14th with a parade from his 8th grade classmates. Monday we'll look ahead and celebrate Ed Welch, Zach Klebanoff, Andrew Gillespie, my girl Monty D, Mana Diancona. Later in the week we have Karen Hall, Love you and KK, happy birthday. Molly Gaughan, Alyssa Palermo, Tim Highland. Make sure you check out Tim's podcast. If you're jonesing for some sports, Tim does some great college football coverage. You can check out what he did in 2019. It's called the Old College Try podcast. So check that out. And what do you know? May's here already. And to kick off May, we'll celebrate Jim Iacovino, who's got a birthday coming up. And lastly, we wish to congratulate, brace yourselves, folks, Eddie Rosanio, who's retiring in May. Best wishes, Ed. I knew you wouldn't be expecting this from us. Wish you the best. And now on to our serious segment. This is where we get a little dangerous this time, because I typically get all mushy, maybe even a little teary-eyed, drop a word like dungarees. Well, not this time. Here's the warning. There's no pre-written note cards. It's quite simple. Let's start treating each other better, okay? All I'm saying is we got 26 million people who've claimed unemployment in the last 4 weeks. We don't know what the next person's problems are. Let's not put our problems on other folks. Let's try to stay level-headed. The last time anyone has been through this was 100 years ago. So there's no clear roadmap for how we deal. Just treat each other with love and respect. Be a better person. Make a new friend. You drive by my house, you walk by, I'll obnoxiously track you down and say hello from 6 feet away. But I promise you I'll engage, because you know what? It's all we have right now. Let's make new friendships. Let's reach out to the long ones from 5th grade, like my boy Tim Rooney yesterday. Just don't forget that it's not easy on anybody. No one's an expert, okay? Unless you lived through it 100 years ago, you don't get to be an expert. Clearly our leaders are still trying to figure out how to lead and be experts themselves. So just do your best.
And for Ellen DeGeneres and Twitch Boss, I'm sorry we ran out of time for you today. We'll get you on with us soon. Please like, share, comment, or subscribe. Let us know what topic we can tackle for you next. Also send us your birthday or other announcements and we'll get them on air. Until next time, I'm Luke Buchanan.
And I'm Doug Buchanan. Have a great day. Stay safe and healthy, both physically and mentally.